wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cowboys will put total weather to crank us up. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Line gets set, first down. They go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Jesus Christ.
It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Using the quick game. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Trying to find his man on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and put a positive play.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again, who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to run, it's Perry. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
And the Lobos trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but he was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Lobos!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun. Give on the inside. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Calls his own number. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Gets it out fast. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Dropping back, it's Monk. And they fail to hook up on third down.
The cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. Extending the play. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. And the Cowboys are marching down the field. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
That's caught. It's off jump. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man. Listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to pass, it's Dampier. Going for the big play. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, New Mexico. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Fair catch, called for and made. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. First down to start the drive after the break. Out of the gun, the inside give. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air, it's Monk. He looks that one in nicely. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Looking to throw on third. Trying to escape and get it himself. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
With the run on first and goal. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Cowboys are in the hurry up. They go right back to their man on second and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Now new Mexico will go back to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He's got it down the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Dampier. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. Coming after it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They'll go right back to the run. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The Lobos with the 1st and 10. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. He wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Miller.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved. Get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The RPO fired quickly to the left. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Oh, so close to paying off the tip. Really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you can tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Boston College managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll savor this one in Chestnut Hill for some time, no matter the final score. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. The quarterback changing the plays at the line. Going up top on first down. He makes the connection. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Mung. Buys a little extra time. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. The Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun. That's a fly. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Oh, the QB so lucky that that one wasn't picked off. These are small windows to throw into down here in the red zone. Defense tipped it up in the air. A lot of defenders lurking around. Lucky that ball hit the ground.
He wants to throw here on second down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down and run.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the fourth and goal.
So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Going up top. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Lobos will try to keep this one to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
On a falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. And now on second down for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Gonna run it. It's Alcha. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense. They're churning out positive yardage early.
Wants to throw. It's Dampier. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. That is exactly why they call the running back the safety valve. They used it, and they used it to perfection.
Yeah, and you want to push the ball down the field. You want to make those big plays, but you see the defense. They bring the blitz. I got the running back open, dump it to him, let him do the rest, let him get the first down.
They moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Lobos!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding the
God, dude, do anything else. God damn.
I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here.
It's the same shit over and over again.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Might be looking to run. He's going to run it. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Mung. They'll run the screen. What a cut. Now he's loose.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Cowboys have this offense rolling. Grabbed behind the line, it's King. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And on 2nd down for this offense, running back searching for a hole. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
Well, it just seems like everything is Nice gain, this time on the ground.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Grabs it in the middle. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. The Cowboys look to do some damage in the red zone. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
I love RPOs. It puts the defense in such a bind. Are they handing it off? Are they throwing the football? How quickly can I commit to this? And you see with the RPO, it just freezes the defense for a half a second. It allows the offensive line to set those blocks up, and they're able to go get the 1st.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Bringing the heat. And he runs it in for the score.
Fuck.
Cowboys. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal post. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer. You've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Dampier. Unloads it left. He's got it. He's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a 1st down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
From the gun, the running back has it. They stripped it out. And the defense has got it there trying to pick up some yards. Final play of the quarter coming. Off-play action on 1st down. He'll get rid of it. And the pass falls in.
You gotta make those
That's
passes.
how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play, but now, time for the 4th quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback checking off. The play action fake. This time it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
What the fuck?
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. solid pickup. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly, you get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Got the quick pass. At the 40, there he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. You saw it on that one. The first down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that one.
Extra point, anything but routine. It's good, and we're tied here in the fourth quarter. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Trying to make magic with his feet. And it is a good idea to game tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Wyoming. A great return.
Let's fucking go.
Touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Paul? Gets the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. On first down, here comes this offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
To throw, it's Dampier. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to take off. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
That is what I'm talking about. Every defensive players want those opportunities. Quarterbacks slide so much. When you can get a big hit on them, that's exactly what you want to do. Make him feel that now so it hurts later in the game.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep them pedaled to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog from taking control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw.
It's all right.
Touchdown, New Mexico! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 11 over Old Dominion. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to go up top on first down. On the run, fires downfield.
Catch those.
He makes the catch. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Quick release on the RPO. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Power football with the run. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get in the space and make the big game.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And man, this game has been awesome
Jesus.
Defense to come through here. One more time, one stop, less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
30 fucking seconds.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
The whole fucking defense is hurt. God damn.
We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback
Give me the
now is
pick.
going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I'll watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. This one's complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting that about this.
He drops it.
Connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it.
You're there, buddy. You're there for the pick again.
The offense gets the timeout. 12
He stopped
left on
him.
the clock. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were. Because of that, he gives up the first down.
Out of bounds.
Just be a little bit more aware as a defensive game.
And you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Here's a throw downfield late.
Give me that.
And the pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he
Give me
is
that.
down after the interception, and the clock
GG's.
is 0 here in the fourth quarter.
The comeback. Let's go.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.